So, nobody panic. Everything's okay. I may have turned my cat into a teapot, but everything is going to be okay. Alfie is safe, or Alfie will be in a little bit. It might take a couple of days for the spell to wear off, but he's going to be okay. And he's actually currently brewing us some green tea. So I captured this photo just before Alfie fully turned into the teapot, and looking at it now, I actually think he looks quite happy to be turned into a teapot. Do you see that too? Maybe it's not so bad after all. So, you might be wondering how this all happened, and it's quite silly, really. I could sense that Alfie was a little bit stressed. There was a bit of thunder outside. He might be able to hear the rain, and it startled him, and he was pacing around and feeling anxious, and I thought I should try and cast a little relaxation spell so that I could get him to calm down. But unfortunately I slipped up on my words, and I ended up turning him into a teapot. And I know what you must be thinking. An elf with my experience should not be making mistakes like that. But in the moment it happened, Alfie gave me a funny look, and my mind completely wandered. I totally forgot that I was even casting a spell. That was very silly of me. Something like this has never happened to me before. In that moment, I felt that instant dread that you get when you realize you've made a mistake. That stress and anxiety that fills your entire body. You just think, oh no, what have I done? As soon as the words left my mouth, I'd realized I'd made a mistake. That instant panic that sets in. Sometimes when that feeling sets in, you just want to run and hide away from the world. Pretend like it didn't happen. But that isn't going to help anyone. In fact, I could never run away from my dear Alfie. He needs me more than ever right now. And I've just turned him into a teapot of all things. Oh my goodness. I never thought this day would come. I always knew that Alfie was very cozy, but this is next level cozy. And once I realized that Alfie was okay and that the spell was only temporary, that panic started to subside. And looking at this picture again, I've realized that Alfie actually does look really happy. Alfie does look really happy. He looks quite cozy, doesn't he? Being transformed into a teapot. I actually think he'd be quite happy, knowing that he's brewing us some green tea. Oh, it tastes delicious. That perfect balance of slightly bitter, but also very calming and soothing for the soul. I love how the warmth enters my hands as I hold the cup, and as I drink from it, that warm sensation that fills the entire mouth. Oh, tea is really such a magical and beautiful thing. And speaking of magic, mistakes really aren't failures. They're just unintended magic, where you may not have been expecting the outcome that was given, but oftentimes we can learn something new through making mistakes. And I think that in and of itself is magical. Sometimes life can take a turn that you didn't plan for, but that doesn't mean that it's the wrong path to have taken or the wrong thing to have done. Sometimes we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be perfect and never make mistakes or have it done perfectly the first time that we do it. But oftentimes that's not possible. We need to make mistakes to be able to learn and improve. To adjust our way of doing things so that we can do things even better the next time. Learning and growing takes mistakes. It takes mistakes to learn and grow as a person. And if we let perfection stop us, then we're at a standstill, and that's not fun at all. If we hide away just because we're scared of making mistakes, then how are we going to learn? How how are we going to become better at what we do? And sometimes making mistakes actually leads to doing things in better ways. Like, for example, now I know that I need to set up my environment a little bit better so that I don't trip up on my words. When I'm casting spells, I really need to be aware of everything around me, any distractions that might come my way, and really just focus on the task at hand. It's okay to try new things, and it's okay to fail or make mistakes along the way. You'll learn something new about yourself, and that is really beautiful. And I think within that, there needs to be space held for self-kindness and compassion. Think about what advice you would give to a friend who's made a mistake. You wouldn't tell them to give up completely on everything. You would likely say to them, try again, and this time you'll have a better understanding of how to do it in a smoother way. Give that same advice to yourself as well. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not be perfect at what you do straight away. In fact, striving for perfection can be quite damaging. Striving for perfection can be a dangerous road to travel. Humans are so interesting, being imperfect. The fact that you make mistakes is what makes you so interesting as well. Don't let that sparkle die out, because it's what makes you such an interesting and unique person. And think about all of the amazing stories you'll be able to tell of your adventures with mistakes and failures along the way. No one's going to enjoy a story where everything goes completely right. There needs to be some turmoil or mistake or failure along the way to make a story feel whole. Mistakes are an inevitable part of life and being human. And the sooner you can accept that, the sooner you will be on your way to making magic happen. I want to tell you a few things because I think it's easy to forget, and I want you to repeat these words in your mind or out loud if you can, along with me. And I want you to really feel the words and believe them be true of you as well. Are you ready? Let's start with I am worthy of love and kindness. I am worthy of love and kindness. I am worthy of love and kindness. My mistakes do not define me. My mistakes do not define me. My mistakes do not define me. I am allowed to be a work in progress. I am allowed to be a work in progress. I am allowed to be a work in progress. I am exactly where I'm meant to be right now. I am exactly where I'm meant to be right now. I am exactly where I'm meant to be right now. I hope that you believe these words because they are all so true, and your mistakes really do not define you as a person. In fact, they make you the most amazing and beautiful human. You are truly so interesting and incredible, and you should be so proud of where you are and how far you've come, mistakes and all. Let them be part of your story, your amazing and beautiful story. Little Alfie seems to be doing well, and the green tea is absolutely delicious. spell should be reversed in about a day or so, but I'm going to make sure I keep Alfie company until that time comes. But you know what? It's okay. I know that Alfie is safe and happy here with me, even though he might be a teapot. He still knows that I love him dearly, and the spell will be reversed in no time. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope that you're a little bit more kind to yourself the next time that you make a mistake. Take care of yourself, my friend, and I'll see you again very soon.